Microphone check.
All right, everybody. Hey, hope everybody's doing well this evening. Excited on this Monday evening. I know it's been a few weeks since we had a Monday note phone call. Whoa, music's all getting excited there. Woo, it's exciting in here. All good. I appreciate you like the mic check. My mic is bigger than yours. All right. I guess it's what happens when you take a few weeks off to have some vacation, some fun. Good times, everybody. Well, hey, give me 1 second here. We should be good to go. All right. So, wait, got a question here. What's the question? That's right. I am still Scott Carson. That's right. Whether you like it or not, I don't really care. Anyway, guys, hey, welcome to this Monday edition of the Monday Note. We are going to be doing some ass kicking today. This may actually be the actual largest registration list. People, sure. Hang on here, buddy. I'm just keeping it real. Anyway, let me go and minimize this. All right, everybody. Well, hey, we got the Monday Note rocking and rolling here. Dang it all. 1 second. Tweaking all the good stuff. All right, so let's close that. There we go. That's better. Okay, everybody. Well, hey, we'll get rocking and rolling here this evening. Got a lot of stuff to cover. Really excited about tonight's call. I think you're going to get a huge amount of value out of it. I know that I do whenever I'm talking to this individual, our special guest, but let's get beyond that. Let's get into the nitty-gritty, what's going on. It's actually been a really, really busy couple of weeks. For those of you guys that are joining us on the Monday night, we're here for the first time. Oh, there he is. Oh, hang on here. Let's just stop that for a second. You can follow me on LinkedIn. You can join me on Facebook. You can also get us on Instagram, Google+, Vimeo as well, and Pinterest. So if you're not using your social media stuff, you're really missing out on what you're going to be talking about. Not only just in the note investing side, but real estate investing as a whole. You've really got to be growing your tribe, got to be growing your followers, got to be growing the investors out there that may want to potentially buy a deal or fund a deal with you. All right? That's the biggest thing I can tell you guys on that. Some people just don't take advantage of that. And so give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. All right. There we go. All right. Let's go through this here. Kick me on all. Some of you guys are joining us for the first time, which is exciting. We do these Monday notes pretty regularly, at least 2-3 times a month most of the time, unless, of course, I'm on the road, literally on a plane Monday, but I've been known to do them from the road. I want to give, first of all, a big congratulations. Let's give a big warm welcome, big applause out to Steve and Kathy Francisco. These two folks closed on their first deal on Thursday. They picked this a nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath house in Michigan City, Indiana. They got it for a freaking steal, and they've got multiple options on the deal, whether it's going to turn into a loan mod or turn into an REO that they sell, or they keep and turn into a rental. They've got so many options, sometimes maybe too many options, because they've just got, they're rock and roll along. So I'm really proud of them. They've been sticking in it. They bought this amazing deal. They're going to make a ton of money on it. Just really, really proud of them. That's worthy of a double applause, because they are going to be rolling in the cash. There we go. So if you hear them or see them online, feel free to congratulate them. They are doing a great job. Now, they've been realtors, may have been investing in some sort for years, but this is their first note deal, and they're out of San Diego. Just absolutely the sweetest couple, Steve and Kathy Francisco. So big congratulations to them. All right, so let's move on here. We just got back from the Hawaii. Well, not really just got back, but we were back at the Note Mastermind July 13th. God, it's been 3 weeks since then. It's hard to believe time has flown. Time just is flying out there. We had an amazing time. Smaller mastermind, normally about 20 note investors out there, myself included in that. Had over 2,000 assets to look at. We've got some offers approved, so we got wires coming in today to send out to the hedge funds. That ran from the 13th through the 17th. Just absolutely had a fun time. I mean, I flew out to Hawaii the week before, a little vacation, had some week vacation afterwards, flew across country from Hawaii to Fort Myers, Florida to show up at the county for literally about 5 minutes so that I could be there as a witness in case the borrower showed up on this asset I have out there. And didn't show up, so we've got a sale date of September 22nd. I'm really excited about that. Great deal. I'll share the numbers with it when I get back with you guys at a later time once we finish the foreclosure process. But drove by the asset, great condition. I'm really looking forward to that. It's about $110,000 asset. We picked it up for quite a bit less than that. JV partner on that's going to be really excited once we end up moving it. But it was worth it. You know, it led us to kind of identify the place that we really want to have the next mastermind at, which is actually going to end up being out in that neck of the woods in South Florida, in Cape Coral, Florida, December 7th through the 11th. If you're interested in finding more information on how to get there, the December mastermind is always the biggest. It's always got the most amount of assets because hedge funds are looking to get rid of stuff off their books by the end of the year. So it's actually going to be kind of Cape Coral, Florida, and Key West, Florida. 7th through 11th will be in Cape Coral, and then we'll be heading down that Friday to Key West to have a fun weekend down there in the Conch Republic. Okay. Well, Steve, if you can't hear anything, you probably need to check your mic because I'm sure everybody else can hear okay. All right. Turn your microphone up, buddy, because I know it's working on my end here. So, but we're excited about that. That's December 7th through the 11th. I'd like to see about being involved with that. Let me know. We've got a cool some new things we're rolling out with our Top Gun training, stuff like that. Well, the sound on your end is really bad too, Christine. Is it bad on everybody's end, or are you guys doing well? Yeah, I think it's your internet connection. Whoa, you guys are really in. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I got just like 60 responses there. Man, we are killing it here. All right, hang on here. Appreciate it. Sound is good. Sound is fine. That's good. Good in Alaska. If it's good in Alaska, it's got to be something wrong with the internet here in Austin then. Wow, everybody is excited about that. Yes, awesome. Woo, that was fast. Thanks, KJ in New Jersey. All right, let's move on. I hope we got a question here. Yeah, I know you're good, buddy. All right, so we're excited about that one. It's going to be a fun time. 7th to 11th at the Westin Cape Coral Resorts. We're going to actually take a jet boat. Yeah, somebody should try to switch going down to the headphones. No, we're not doing one in the Dominican Republic. Not this year anyway. But yeah, the December mastermind is always the biggest one as far as assets and usually people coming in together. So, all right, let's move on here. We're excited about that. That brings to mind, people are always looking to network with other note investors. You want to definitely go online to the LinkedIn to the Note Closers group. It's a free LinkedIn group for note investors. Don't be soliciting on there. Don't be trying to do some MLM thing or do any crazy product-wise. But if you've got a genuine deal, want to post it on there, great, post it on there. Now, we've also, I have to thank Kimberly Banks Fawcett. Kimberly's actually got a Facebook group for the Note Closers group as well she's running. So you check those out. There's 250-plus investors on the LinkedIn group. And I believe the Note Closers group is actually starting to grow quite a bit, too, on Facebook. But we just opened it up, I think, literally at the Mastermind a few weeks ago. So it's opened up for just about everybody. Wow, our phone lines are getting full here, everybody. We're I'll be surprised if a few people get kicked out, which is awesome. So also upcoming stuff is I get people always ask me about the Note Makeover Day, the Extreme Makeover Note Edition that we have. We've had a couple of those here in Austin. Our next one is actually going to end up being August 14th. Here in Austin. Yes, it's $9.97 per person. It's kind of a little mini makeover day. Come in, spend the day with us here on a Friday afternoon, all day Friday from 9 to 5 here at the offices of WeCloseNotes.com. Their corporate offices here. It's a maximum of 8 investors total. That's the maximum amount that we allow to go through these things. So we want to keep it small. So if you got your spouse or partners, but it's $9.97 per person. All right. We meet in the boardroom here. Conference room. We bring in lunch. We bring in breakfast. We have a nice dinner head out. Whatever you need, we focus on your needs. Whatever holes you have in your business. All right. We'll do dinner at the Oasis, which is out in Lake Travis, provided it's not 130 degrees out there and hell is taking over and there's still water in the lake. It's just a good, great day going through what holes you need. We focus on what your needs are, whether it's raising capital or going through exit strategies, just kind of time frame or sources. We do a lot of variety of different things that depend on what your needs are. So we've had 2 of them, huge reviews out there. That's a picture from one small group out there. You had Kathy Woodson and Kimberly Banks Fawcett, Karen Peterson, J.R. Hubbard, Chase Thompson, myself. Just had a really great time, and several of the investors that have struggled with stuff, I think, walked away with a much better thing. I actually know that one person's already put in a few more offers on a tape that we sent out last week, and she was feeling a little struggling on that as well. We've also got another person on there who's actually gone a long way, and I think gotten like 8 offers accepted in the last 3 weeks. So that's exciting. If you're here in Central Texas and you're looking for self-directed IRA investors, or you want to get out and network with investors, hopefully fund your deals, Quest IRA is actually having a $1 trillion mixer. Okay, that's upcoming August 17th here in Austin, Texas. They're going to talk about little known facts about IRAs, can tap into trillions of dollars, help you jumpstart your knowledge of SDRs and how they be used in your retirement vehicle as well as your source of private capital, networking, food and beverages, real estate education, and also self-directed IRA education. But it's right now it's free, 4000 West Palmer Lane at Abel's North, which is a really nice place. Monday, August 17th from 6:30 to 8:30, and yours truly is the featured speaker there. So we're going to have a large contingency of potential note investors there. We're doing some outside marketing. We're actually partnering up with Quest IRA to do some cool marketing out some of the different lists that we pulled. So if you're in Texas or in the Central Texas market, you may want to come out, network at Abel's North. Great location. It'll be a lot of fun from 6:30 to 8:30. I think I'm speaking for somewhere around 45 minutes to an hour. No pitching, just kind of going through what's available in the note industry out there. So if you're interested, drop me an email. Make sure you get you on the RSVP list. All right. Cool, Renee. We look forward to seeing you there. All right. Let's move on. Upcoming workshops. I get people all the time. We've actually, the reason I bring this up is we've changed the location. We were having our next Note Buying for Dummies workshop in Baltimore, and we have since moved it to Washington, D.C. Now, it's going to end up being August 21st to the 23rd. It's going to be at the Hilton Garden Inn Hotel in Georgetown. All right. Past and present military are comped in as normal. You guys get a free pass, 9 to 5 each day. This is just a 3-day. There will be a Friday cocktail party from 5 to 7 p.m. because where else are you going to go? Nowhere. You're going to be stuck in traffic if you're not hanging around networking with everybody. It's $9.99. That's good for 2 for 1. Bring your spouse, bring your partner. If you're interested in getting signed up for that, let me know. We can get you all taken care of. But you can email me at scott@weclosenotes.com. We can send you out the registration link for that. That's a picture of the hotel. It's in a nice area of D.C., of Washington, D.C. It's minutes from a lot of shops. I think I might take the staff out to a Nationals game. For those Mets fans that are on the phone, hey, congratulations. Mets are in first place or tied the Nationals first place. So looking forward to getting out there. We may also drive over to Baltimore one night or one afternoon, probably on Monday, and try to catch the Orioles game. So definitely checking off a few more teams off the note list. Should you fly in? Are you talking about the Quest Mixer or the DC Note Buying for Dummies workshop, Chad? Quest Mixer. Probably not. I mean, you're a busy guy on some things. I mean, if you want to, it's up to you. But for a 2-hour thing to fly away to Austin, depending on where you're at, there's other IRA things that you can be doing in your neck of the woods, Chad, and we can talk about that offline there. Okay. All right. No problem, man. Good question, though. If you're within, when you're in San Antonio, Houston, Corpus Christi, Dallas, you may want to come down and enjoy it. All right. All right. Deals bigger than the Big Apple. I know we have always people are looking for new sources of investments and learning how to network and take their game to an upper level. Well, there's an upcoming really kind of cool event that I've just been recently asked to speak at. It's actually the Distressed Residential Mortgage Summit. It's taking place in New York City, actually Manhattan, September 30th through October 1st. It's literally like a day and a half event there at the Crown Plaza Times Square in Manhattan, right there on Times Square. It is $550 per person. That ends Friday. That pricing actually ends Friday. It's really for serious investors only. They're going to be bringing in Fannie Mae, some other big wigs as far as some of the different things that programs are out there available. You'll have some asset managers of Porthos. It's going to be a really great event. I mean, tickets right now, if you go online, are like $6.95. If you drop me an email and you want to go to it, let me know. I can send you a link for it. The early bird pricing of $550 ends this Friday. They've actually delayed it once already to this Friday, but that's the hard number of when it delays. So if you want to go, let me know, and we'll get you a registration link. But you got to sign up before Friday. It's $550 per person. This is the second year that they've had it. It's actually put on by Peter Anders with Dream Builders Incorporated. And Peter and I talked a little bit Friday night. He's asked me to come out and speak on it. And he had a great event last year. He had a really high quality guest list. I saw a lot of the people that were showed up to it. Phenomenal event, and I missed it last year. So didn't want to miss it this year. So I'm not, but I was very honored to be asked to speak at it. I think I'm running a panel or something as well with Peter and I talking about kind of the industry and kind of what's going on as far as trading and things like that. So definitely excited about that. If you're looking for the trade note portfolios, to trade with other buyers, there's a cocktail party, give you a chance to network with some of these funds to kind of get your feet wet and really take things to the next level. Now, if you're a new investor, I would say this is not for you, okay? There's other events you can go to, but if you're a real serious investor and want to take your game to a whole new level, I would look to be in New York at this event. Now, they do have a room block reserved at the Crown Plaza Hotel. I think rooms starting at like $330, $345 a night. I mean, it's an event. It's a New York style event. You got to expect that because it's in New York City. But great event last year. I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm the first one. Well, not the first one to announce this, but I know I'm going to it. I plan on having a good time there, and they're definitely working out. So, any questions about any of those events that are available before we commence with the ass kicking? Any questions? All right. Well, there's no other questions. I had to throw this up here. I was actually at the gym this morning with my trainer, and I hadn't seen him. I saw him last week just once, and we were kind of talking about some of the past and some of our boyhood. And I wouldn't say idols, but people that kind of motivated us as young kids. And Roddy Piper was one of mine. I can always remember him jumping on the stage at WD because literally we had only had a few channels growing up on TV and watching Saturday morning wrestling. And one of his quotes is one of the ones I'm a huge fan of. And actually, we rolled it. I literally quoted at the same time. I came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. All right? Just a great quote. You know what I mean? A lot of us struggle with what we do on a regular basis or what we're here to do. And you have to kind of have that kind of attitude. I'm here to kick butt. I'm here to take names. Don't waste my time, man. I'm tired of wasting my time. I'm not here. I'm not going to be spinning my wheels chewing gum. I'm here to freaking take names, kick ass, and take names. All right. Yeah, They Live. Exactly. Great movie. All right. So let's dive on and talk about the ass that we're going to be kicking today. Now, what's funny is ass doesn't stand for ass like you think of it. It stands for something else. The A stands for a lot of us need help getting assisted. We also need help strategizing. And last and not least, we also need support. And I think we can all agree to that. If you need some more ass, definitely. We all need help, assistance from time to time. We all need help strategizing. We all can't do it ourselves. All right? We all definitely need support from time to time, whether it's getting things done. And that's what's so relevant about tonight's, whether it's the morning, the afternoon, the evening, because we've got a whole variety of people watching, not only here in the United States, but all across the world. And a lot of people need help with different things. We need to figure out where we're going to go. We need some assistance with that. We need to figure out what we want to do when we get there, and then also support while we're doing it. So you can thank the good guys and gals over at Rose Rabbit Live in the Cosmopolitan. I was there, watched the show about a year ago, and they came out on stage with this, assist, strategize, and support. I need some ass. And I kind of laughed about that. So If you didn't get a chance to see it, it was a great variety show in the Cosmopolitan. A lot of fun. I actually got pulled up on stage when I was there, the first part, which was kind of funny. We got somebody listening in Calgary. That's awesome. The Quest IRA talk, Sam's asking, is it about your IRA, find more money from others? Both, Sam, both. Okay. Anyway, so let's dive into a little bit more of what the ASS stands for, how you guys can get more ass tonight or the next 30, 35, 40 days, and I take your business from one level where it is to a whole new level, to a whole new way of finding deals and finding investors and finding capital, because that's what we all really looking for. You guys have heard me talk about the 3Fs of note buying, how to find the fund and the flip. Well, hey, you need the ASS as well to go along with that. So let's bring on my special guest. Maybe some of you may have seen his webcam there. This is actually one individual I highly respect. They're who I turn to for actually marketing ideas for when I need some help with assistance. They're also really great supporting, and they're also really good at helping me strategize on things. Hey, let's go this route. And actually, this last weekend would not have taken place for the virtual workshop we had without this individual. He's the previous co-host of the Ticker Show. Now, the Ticker Show is a real estate and technology show. It was out of San Antonio. It was a freaking phenomenal marketing place for him. He used to help, he's still doing, helping mortgage and real estate brokers be more successful in their business, closing more deals, finding more listings. He's also helping a ton of note investors all across the country take their business to a whole new level, helping them with marketing, helping them with ideas and strategies, how to get people to turn their head to look at you. All right. He is a marketing genius, whether you want to believe it or not. He totally is a marketing genius. I know I'm not the only person that thinks that. He's a note investor and co-host of the One Ready podcast, which everybody out there, there's a lot of people out there that talk about marketing bonus and they're very generic about it. But you want to deal with somebody who's got their feet wet, who's getting their hands dirty, just doing the same things you are doing. That's how they can totally empathize with what you're doing and can understand what you're facing on a daily basis. So without further ado, let's give it up for Chase Thompson from Note MBA. Hey, Chase, are you there, buddy?
I am. Can you hear me?
Mr. Thompson.
Well, you should ask your people if they can hear me, because I can hear myself, so I don't know what to tell you. If you guys can hear me, can you send him a comment saying that you can hear me?
Well, I see you're talking. Hang on here. Oh, you guys can hear him. All right, that's great. Awesome.
So it's on Scott. I've got a little message
here.
Prepared because I didn't think you could hear me, guys. So I just sent him a comment to get hooked in there. So I'm going to share my camera and I'm going to let him figure out what he's doing there if he'll let me. So we'll get started here, guys. Hopefully it's not too dark here. It's getting darker outside. I thought I would position myself in front of a window here, and it's getting a little bit darker. So I'll try to be quick with you guys here.
This mic is bigger than mine.
Let's see if Scott can join us here. Hey-o, there he is. Hey, I put a little message in the chat for you. I had a pre-prepared message for you because I didn't think you could hear me, but I figured they could. So
that's good. That's good stuff, man. Hey, man, how's your day going?
It was an incredibly busy day. It was a great day coming off of a ridiculous 4 days of making sure that virtual workshop went well. So my wife was like, oh, so you're going to take today off? And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's Monday, baby. Let's hit it. So, no, it was a good day. It was a good day.
Yeah, I tell you what, everybody, for those that were on the virtual workshop, we got a ton of compliments on it. It's actually kind of revolutionizing the ways we're going to be rolling stuff out going forward for workshops, giving everybody an opportunity to kind of log in and see us. You can see some of the notes behind me on the dry erase board here, but would not have been able to do it without Chase. So, Chase, great job as always, buddy. And I'm going to turn this over to you here real fast so you can pull up your PowerPoint.
Sure.
You've got it. Oh, did you see pop up for you?
Did it work? That is the question. If you guys can see this guy's face, let me know.
Yeah, I thought it was Leonardo DiCaprio at first when you pulled that up.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I get this little go to webinar thing out of the way here. It does look like this. So I was in the middle of actually putting together this presentation that Scott asked me to put together here for you guys, this PowerPoint, and my daughter walked up behind me and she's like, Dad, he looks terrible. And all I could think of was like, that's exactly what this is. This is the face that I see whenever I try to help people with their marketing, because marketing is hard. It's frustrating. It's time consuming. It's seemingly expensive, ineffective, and it's tough. And this is the face you make. This is the face I've made. It just is. And so I just thought it was really great.
Early Friday morning as well over here too.
Oh my gosh, don't even try to bring it. Those tech support issues were the bane of my existence. But that's it, right? Like my daughter even knew that like this face, this reaction to something is not a good reaction. So what Scott asked me to do is he had a really great experience. He had a lot of people learn a ton of stuff from his 30-day note training video series that he did. And so he asked me to put together a 30-day kind of marketing training for you guys because it's right there in front of you guys. Marketing is hard. And this is the face you make when you try to get it done. And so I wanted to put together something as good, and I tried to make it better even than what Scott had for his 30-day note training.
It does not take much to make it look better, trust me.
Well, well, because to be perfectly honest with you, it's such a robust topic, right? Marketing and where we struggle is different, like everybody has different points of struggle, and so I really tried to attack every possible angle that I could. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through some of the topics that we're going to cover in that 30 days, but what we're actually going to cover is the topics we're going to talk about in the first 5 days, which is free to everybody. It's free to everybody on this call. Scott's going to be getting out an email, I think, to you guys, and the first 5 days are just really freaking awesome, and I put a lot of work into it, a lot of time into it, and so we're going to talk a little bit about what's included in those first 5 days. Cool, guys? So,
perfect. And as you guys have, do you mind if they ask questions along the way, Chase?
Totally. Just shoot them out at me. Okay. The reason for this program, the reason for marketing in the first place is raising capital, guys. Period. End of story. It's letting people know what you do and how you can help them. It's being unselfish with what it is that you're doing, and truly changing their life, more so than yours, right? Two really important things to note from a marketing perspective on this slide. The first one comes from an amazing book. It's my all-time go-to. It's included in the 30 days. The series, it's called The 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. And it's the first law in the book, and it's better to be first than to be better. I'm going to say that again. It's better to be first than to be better. If you're not talking about what it is that you do with people, they're going to put their money somewhere else. They're either going to put it towards a bad investment, an investment that's subpar. They're going to put it towards a new car purchase they might not need that's not going to help them in the next 15 years of their lives. It is better to be first than it is to be better, guys. You have to be talking about what it is that you're doing. And the next quote is a great one from Andrew Carnegie, and it's, "The first man gets the oyster, the second man gets the shell."
First man gets the oyster, second man gets the shell. That's about the truth. That 1 second here, real fast, Chase. Vaughn, if you're getting some feedback, it's probably just got to turn down. You've got an echo everywhere. You probably just need to turn down your mic. Anybody else getting an echo back in on their stuff? I don't think so. I think we're going to let people have loving the audio. Okay, that's fine. If you say no, don't have to type anymore. Literally had 60 people respond.
We have so many people on the call. It's incredible.
Exactly.
So raising capital, guys, OPM, that is the point of everything that you're doing from a marketing perspective, marketing basis. It's with the intention of raising that private capital and getting that OPM, getting those JV deals up and closing more deals. 100% all the time, every time. And it's also a little bit about beating the competition, right? And by competition, I don't mean necessarily other note investors. We're really kind of a small-knit group where we all have heard the phrase, I think if you've been on one of Scott's calls, of co-opetition. We're competitive, but we're more cooperative. We'll give up so much to help another note investor. But when I say beat the competition, I mean beat the other people that are vying for that person's dollars, that person's attention, that person's eyeballs, their ears, and what it is that they're focusing on in that moment. If you want to be able to beat the competition across the board, whether it's helping them pay more attention to you than, say, Facebook, or another person that's hitting their email box, that's pinging their email box, or their 401k, their IRA, whatever the case may be, you're going to need to step up your marketing game. kick yourself into high gear with some of the topics and strategies that we talk about, guys.
Now, I'm going to bring something up here. Somebody asked a question a second ago. Hey, what's the big news that I'm announcing about how the market's going to change? There's not really any big news except the fact that a lot of banks are going to be sending stuff out the next 12 months. I mean, I've been on the phone with several hedge funds, some major U.S. banks, and they're like, yeah, we're finally got the okay. We finally got the approval to move the stuff out, which is awesome. I mean, I'm freaking jacked up. I mean, I got a listing of 200 plus assets today. I got a listing and I'm diving into. But none of that would be helpful if you've not put the things in place. You've not put the foundation in place to get things done to help you raise the capital like Chase just talked about, or how to beat the competition out there for the deals they're looking for. Do you think a bank's going to sell you a deal if you look like you're just, you've got an AOL email, or you don't look like you're a professional in any form or fashion? I mean, if your email's tigerlily05@yahoo.com, hey, great for you. You can find tigers and lilies. What's that got to do with the note business? Absolutely zip.
and I actually pulled this figure right before we started the show, or this webcast, and there is $4.4 trillion, I think it's trillion, dollars in 401ks right now in the United States.
Mm-hmm. 4.4 trillion, over $7 trillion in IRA funds sitting out there.
That's what I'm talking about. I was actually looking for the IRA number, and the 401k number came to me first, and that was like, all right, that's good enough. 4.4, I can do some deals with that. Yeah. But 7 trillion is even more ridiculous, right? So let's move into kind of what we're going to cover in those first 5 days and how just these simple topics can absolutely transform what you're doing in your business. The first day of this kind of 30-day training, or it's actually 35 days because you get those first 5 days for free, is going to be covering the mindset shift that you need to have when it comes to marketing. I have conversations almost daily, weekly by far, 2 or 3 times a week, easy, about people saying, well, I'm too old, or I'm not a good marketer, or I can't market, or I don't know how to market, or whatever the case may be. And I don't know where to start, and all of that kind of stuff. I struggled, guys. I really did, on what my first video should be about. Should I dive in with a hard-hitting strategy? Should I throw a bunch of tips at you for a certain, app or whatever the case may be? But instead, I went with an amazing story and an amazing principle for setting your mindset right for those 5 videos and for the 30 days beyond, and then beyond for the rest of your life and the rest of your business. The video is literally ridiculous. The story is amazing, and if you apply the principles in that video, period, bar none, if that's the only one you watch, it will change your business. It's incredible on how that simple mindset shift for you can truly elevate your game and kick your ass into gear. Now, and the assist and strategize and support.
Assist, strategize, support. Now, Chase is actually being really honest here, because before he got into the note business, you were out of the. Well, for those that don't know you, Chase, like we do, I mean, we take for granted because we talk to you on a regular day, every day. Why don't you talk a little bit about your history and your past and things like that? Give people a feel, because we've got we'll probably have over 250 people actually on the call throughout the whole evening. So we had way over that register. So take a second, share people your background. What makes you a marketing guru? Not only in my mind, but I get willing to bet that everybody in the mastermind that we go through believes the same thing. Can I hear an amen from anybody out there? Hallelujah.
I don't like to talk about myself much, and so there's actually a couple testimonials at the end of this that Scott asked me to grab kind of at the last minute, and I was very appreciative for the people that literally came in not even but 30 minutes before this call went live. So that shows you the kind of network that we have within our group and within the family that we have within Note Investing. But for me, I've been focused on marketing for the better half of a decade now. I started when I was doing insurance. I actually left the insurance company I was working for because they wouldn't let me market the way I wanted to. It was a big national brand, and they said, no, we've got it covered. And I'm like, no, I'm closing more deals with my stuff. Your stuff sucks. And it just didn't work out. They weren't giving me an inch. So I moved into the mortgage business, where I was an LO, and I also assisted with business development until I eventually moved into a full business development marketing position within a pretty decently sized mortgage banking company here in Texas. And then on this slide of of mindset. I was let go for somebody that was a little bit younger and a little bit cheaper, and so it took me a few months of really taking a hard hit and a hard look at what I was doing, and having to adjust my mindset to go, well, yeah, this is the first time that someone, quote unquote, didn't want you, but it doesn't mean that what you have to deliver isn't valuable. It doesn't mean what you know isn't valuable, what have you. And, pick myself up, got with Scott, and we started rolling from there. But really, guys, from a marketing mindset and from what I do on a daily basis while everyone else is watching Game of Thrones or worrying about the upcoming fantasy football draft or, whatever it is, I'm literally just reading marketing, reading marketing literature, reading case studies, diving into the best way to do email open rates, click-through rates, A/B testing, watching videos, the amount of content that I consume in this one area is ridiculous.
Chase suffers from OCMD, obsessive compulsive marketing disorder.
If you actually know me, that's funnier than if you don't. That's hilarious. But if you actually know me, that's actually extremely good. I like that. I'm gonna have to.
You can use it. You don't have to give me credit 3 times. Just go ahead and use it. All right.
I'm gonna give you credit. But no, guys, this is all I do on a day in day out basis, along with doing the no business, definitely, obviously, but. Really, this is my first passion. This is what I do. I'm helping, actually, one of the guys that tossed a testimonial to me at the end of this, I'm helping him get started with doing some videos and things for his business, and he's shocked whenever we sit down and we start going through some of the videos. He's just like, I don't know how you continue to do this in one take. Like, I'll pull videos and topics and content just literally out of thin air for him to be able to steal, and he's just like, the quote that he gave me was, he said, and I didn't include it in the actual testimonial part, but he said, working with Chase is like driving a Ferrari for marketing.
That's a good That's a good one, man.
It's a great one. And so anyway, when it comes to that mindset shift, when you make that shift and you really start honing that mindset, it just starts to get so much easier and it becomes fun, and you really start to ramp up what you're doing within your business. The next video that we're going to cover is going to be talking about picking a rabbit. I chose an ancient Chinese proverb to give you some knowledge on which social network you need to be working on for your business. It's going to be different for everybody, but I'll give you a quick little hint on the proverb, and it's basically, if you're chasing 2 rabbits, you won't catch either. And so it's this idea that if you guys are trying to focus on too many different things, too many different social networks, you're going to do them all wrong, and you're not going to get any traction. And then you're going to blame somebody else, or blame the fact that marketing doesn't work, or you're going to cry about this not working or that not working. But when someone goes and looks at what you're doing on those platforms, they'll understand why it's not working for you. So it covers that aspect of picking the horse that you're going to run that race with.
And there's so many out there, Chase. I think this is what scares people a little bit, is overanalysis paralysis. In the purest form of the words. We see a lot of it in the note industry where they get, you got to tape a 200 and it's your first tape. You're like, oh, where do I begin? What do I do first? And I think a lot of people, especially, and this is no offense to anybody that's on the call that's a little bit more seasoned, got a little more grayer, a little bit more experience in life, you don't know where to begin. And,
I agree completely.
That's not everybody has the time to put in. They're busy working a job, or they're trying to figure themselves out with what they want to do. And so it's the same analogy we talked about this weekend about the unfinished bridges,
Oh, totally.
Everybody's trying to start 72 different bridges, and you never finish one of them. So you never get over that crevice from where you're at now to where you get across the road to the pot of gold. You just don't know where to begin. And so, yeah, chasing rabbits is a great analogy for that, because a lot of people struggle with it. Well, where do I spend what time I do have?
Exactly. Exactly. And in some of the latter videos in the 30-day series, we really dive into specific strategies for that. But absolutely, this introductory one really helps you kind of wrap that up in a nice little bow for yourself.
That's awesome.
Next up, we're going to talk about effective email marketing. This is that think outside of the box stuff. I know one statistic that Scott likes to throw out in all of his classes when he's talking about marketing is this idea of who gets more opt-outs, less traction, and more spam, complaints. Is it the person that emails once a month or the person that emails once a day? And everyone's immediate reaction is the guy that emails once a day. He's going to get the most complaints. He's going to get the most, spam alerts. He's going to get the most unsubscribes. But it's actually the person that only hits you up once a month. That type of outside of the box, like, I don't understand. In this video, I talk about better ways to be doing headlines, how to tell better stories in your emails. So many people shy away from telling personal stories in their emails because they think it needs to be all business all the time. And that's a mistake. You need to think outside of the box of what everyone else is doing if you want to be the one getting the oyster and not the shell. You want to be first, not better. But in this scenario, when you're talking about this stuff, you want to have not only the best, you want to have the best data. Like, what we talk about in this particular video is not just my experience. These numbers are backed up with case studies, which is really, really, really important, from much larger email providers, much larger email services. The MailChimps of the world, the Awebers of the world provide this content back to their users who care to look for it, because they want you sending out better stuff. Because when you send out better stuff, your subscriber list goes up, which then means they get paid money. So you really need to be thinking outside the box, and we talk about that within this video series here.
You guys are all on this call because of somebody being a little bit personable on the phone. Hey, great, we're going to kick some ass this evening. And everybody likes to show up for a fight. Woo, Ronda Rousey, woo! 35 seconds later, never mind.
Dude, I totally could have put Ronda Rousey on this one. She is superhuman.
I'm glad I did not pay the $60 for the pay-per-view to download that.
You know what? It's actually, I consider her to be just one of the greatest boxers, or one of the greatest fighters of all time, because her fights end so fast, you can just put it in a short little Facebook video. It's great. It's the greatest little thing ever.
Or even Instagram, too.
Yeah. The fourth video of the free 5 days is probably my favorite. In this video, we talk about how to become superhuman by actually hiring a VA. Not just talking about it, not just thinking about it, but I literally go through the nuts and bolts of hiring your first VA, right down to, I actually put together, whenever you go to hire a VA on a website like Upwork, you have to submit, an application, basically. Here's who I'm looking for. And a lot of people don't know what to put on that form. So I literally wrote out a written, proven job listing for you that you can edit copy, edit paste, tailor a little bit for your business or how you're planning on using your VA, and post it and get people to respond. Then I go in diving in on who to pick, how to pick them, what to do with it, how to negotiate, all of these different things I cover in this one video. So if you've been on the fence about getting a VA or don't know where to start or don't know what to do, this video is going to absolutely crush for you.
And that's a lot of people struggle with that. They don't know where to begin. They don't know how to outsource it, what to do, who to turn to. And for those that don't know what Upwork is, that's actually what Elance is now called, correct, Chase?
Odesk, actually.
Odesk, sorry, yeah. Odesk. Yeah. Changed the names. They're now called Upwork. So just insert new name on that.
Yep, absolutely. And then the last video on the 5 days is an editorial calendar. So what I've done for you in this 5 day series is I basically got your mindset right. Then I get you hooked up on which social network you want to be using. Then I get you hooked up on how to be sending out emails. Then I'm getting you ready and set for a VA. And then on the 5th day, we're talking about your editorial calendar. An editorial calendar is basically just a calendar that you set up that basically says, I'm going to post here on this day. This is the person that's going to be posting it. Here's what that content's going to cover, and so on. Again, I go through the strategy of how to use it, the whys, the hows, the whats, and all that kind of stuff. And not only that, along with video 4 where I give you basically a downloadable script, with the editorial calendar video, I actually put together a sample Excel editorial calendar for you guys that you can tailor and mock up in every which way that you choose, but it gives you a starting point. A lot of people will look at things like, oh, that VA video is so great, but I still don't know where to go, or this editorial calendar video is awesome, but I still don't know how to set it up. So I did it for you. Literally, no excuses, get your butt in gear and start marketing for your business. That's what I'm trying to do for you here. And of course, when you have this downloadable content that's just delivered to you that you just tweak and go, it makes it really, really easy.
Basically, everybody, Chase is all out of chewing gum.
Yeah. I don't even know the English word for chewing gum. Bubblegum.
He's not kicking ass and tired of chewing gum.
I'm literally here just to do that, right? So all of that 5 days of ridiculous content is followed by a video marketing training series very similar to Scott's 30-day marketing training. Like there, we cover mindset, books. I mean, we just cover analytics. I mean, we cover so many things. I love it. I love all of the things that I do with regards to it, and I have a really, really great time doing all of those things. Would you like to hide your webcam to improve? Yes. I don't know why my performance is weird. Anyway, back to our call here. So yeah, this is what this 30-day training is. It covers, I mean, dang near everything that you would need to really start crushing it for marketing in your business. Scott asked me to put this together. This was actually originally the last slide, guys, but he was like, they're not going to know what you're talking about, so I need you to spell it out a little bit better for him, and that's me not understanding the market and Scott really knowing his people.
Hey, so it's tough being around all the time.
It is tough being around all the time. My wife knows the feeling. Hey,
Chase, give it a second here. I think a few people lost you in the connection there. I know that you're back there. And let's make sure here. All right.
Am I still with you?
I'm hearing you. I know that Chase got rid of his webcam, everybody. So if you were looking for Chase's smiling face at the side, it's not there. There you go. He's back. We can hear him now. All right, there you go.
Beautiful. So here's what we're going to cover in the 30-day series, guys. We're going to talk about YouTube basic and advanced strategies, top 10 content creation tips, my top 10, the right way to curate content, how to travel blog. This is kind of an interesting one. I see a lot of people in this business do a ton of travel, whether it's to go to Scott's events or the IRA events or just general travel that you're doing with your family. There's a right and a wrong way to do this type of content creation that can help accelerate your business, and you need to be doing it the right way, obviously. In my opinion, the best calendar/appointment app. We cover it. We cover how to download it, how to use it. I go step by step for you in setting up a CRM. The importance of a daily practice, step-by-step on Canva, my personal 21-point checklist on what you do for your emails. So you basically write an email, you go through this
checklist. Explain what Canva is, Chase, though, because I didn't mean to interrupt you, but can you explain what Canva is for those that don't know?
I will explain what Canva is on video number 16. No, I'm kidding. That's okay. Canva is an amazing tool for creating images across the web. You can use it to create Facebook banners, Twitter banners, images for Instagram, all this kind of stuff. And I've talked about it so many times, and yet I haven't really seen anybody that I've helped, bring to light what it is, use it. And the reason why is because I realized it can be difficult if you don't know what you're doing. So, of course, I'm going to provide you with a step-by-step guide on how to use Canva so you can actually start making better images for your business. Because I don't know if you've been watching this PowerPoint here, but it's awesome because I care about images and because I know how important they can be for you and your business.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I'm about to just quit looking for images and say, Chase, can you make me a banner for this? Chase, can you make me an image for this? Literally, I've done that quite a bit the last few days. Chase is like, hey, I'll help you out with that. And I'm like, a great point. You guys maybe remember some of those note nugget videos I started doing a little while back that I would do launch via Instagram and stuff like that. And the first image was this white cell in the middle with gold on the outside, and it was red lettering. And Chase sees it, and I get this email back from him. He goes, hey, you might want to use this. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's way better. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use those.
It was a little rough. But I actually used Canva to make that for you. So, there you go, brother. One of the videos I'm most excited about is actually the how to use Periscope for your business video. I'm really excited for people to see that one and get their reaction because a lot of people in pretty much every business across the spectrum doesn't really understand the true power of Periscope, which is a live video sharing app. And what it can do for our business can be game-changing. So I'm really excited for people to get that one in their hands.
And you did that you do that whole episode from Periscope, though, don't you, if I remember correctly?
I did. I did do the whole episode from Periscope.
Sweet.
So great, right? So it sounded like I was bragging on myself. I apologize. No, I'm just so excited about that concept. So I was like, it's so great. I was just like, this would be awesome. You can clearly see I get highly ramped up about this stuff. So this is kind of the stuff that you can expect in the 30 days. Obviously, there's much more. Clearly, we didn't cover all 30 topics there. Some of the notes that Scott hit on, I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what this kind of stuff can do for you. So using the tips and techniques and the things that I'm talking about in this 30-day series, I was able to get a top 100 real estate podcast on iTunes pretty much immediately. It's the number one for note investing, but just hundreds of real estate podcasts on iTunes. Robbie and I have been able to break the top 100, which was no simple feat. Over 100K YouTube views across multiple different channels from multiple different clients. My own personal channel has over 100,000. And then, of course, just this year, we've raised, between me and some of the clients that I consult with using these tips and these strategies, we've raised over $350,000 this year in OPM.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
So I don't know if you care about like people knowing about your business or hearing about what you do or raising OPM, but if you do, you should probably do the things I talk about. Just an FYI, right? And then this again was something that I had to put together here. Just some testimonials about some of the people that I work with. Kimberly Banks Fawcett here, who's awesome. She put up here, Chase is phenomenal marketer. His stream of ideas seem endless and can turn any daily event into a perfectly crafted narrative for your point, to make your point, which is really cool. And then William Nadi Bonati out of New York. Chase gives no-nonsense advice for actionable steps to kick your marketing efforts into high gear. These are two people that are closing deals. Kimberly is, I believe, just this side of 40 deals, I think is what she talked about, or over 40 deals, I think.
She got 46 deals done.
That's right. So she's closing on business. She's already closing on deals. She's doing the business at a level that other people aren't doing it, and she still understands the point and the importance of all of this stuff. Same thing for Willie. He is killing it within his business, and we just got started with this marketing funnel, and I'm extremely excited. He's just an amazing kid. I say, go do this thing, and he does this thing. And I'm like, go do this thing, and he does this thing, and he just continues to take action, and I am incredibly hyped. I called him today on accident because I thought we had a consulting call today, and he's like, oh no, it's for tomorrow. We still ended up talking for 45 minutes because I was so pumped about what he's doing.
There's other. Yeah. We could go on for others. I'm going to share a couple of stories that he didn't talk about. We've got another lady, Karen Peterson, who's out of Kentucky, who's doing a phenomenal job. Karen has been working to get things done. She's got a great little email and letter she sends out, but she literally raised 50 grand in like the last week from some of her marketing efforts, what she's learned from Chase. Wayne Snell has done the same thing. You work with Wayne quite a bit too, don't you, Chase?
Actually, I sent, yes, sir, I do. And I sent a text message out to him like, hey, can I, get a quick testimonial? I didn't realize I was going to need one of those. And he said, oh, I'm still in a meeting. Sorry. What do you need? What do you need? I mean, he was so pumped to try to get something to me. He has done just phenomenal.
Wayne's closed on over 15 deals in the last 45 days, everybody, and using private money to take it down. Now, one of the biggest things, too, is you may be thinking these people are full-time note investors. Wayne works like 80 hours a week. He works like a freaking beat-down dog.
That's what he was calling me from. He was in a top exec meeting. Still at 7 o'clock at night, and with like a grumbly face emoticon or whatever.
Oh, yeah, totally. 80 hours a week, plus he has to travel abroad. He's got 2 kids he can see if. He is looking at the note business way to get in there, and that's what he's got Chase helping him out with some stuff. Bonatti just had a kid. I mean, doing an amazing job closing deals. And so we get a question here. Liz is asking a question. Hey, can you use this to close more deals? And it's to not only to close deals, yes, because you're going to raise a lot more capital. You're going to stand out a lot more from the competition or from just every Tom, Dick, and Harry who may be showing up to the meetup groups or may be showing up to your real estate clubs. You're going to stand out from the crowd. What's also, too, that's going to work, too, if you do market to hedge funds, if you aren't marketing out to the banks, if you're using the list that we've talked about building in any of my workshops, people are going to take notice. I mean, that's part of the reason I get listened to me all the time. It's because I've done the things, been doing these things for years. You go from it taking you 6 months to build lists to building it in 60 days or 6 days if you're doing the right things, everybody.
Mm-hmm. And I completely agree. And that's one of the things that's so interesting when I hear not pushback, but just people are interested, right? Like they want to know, will this help? Can this help? All this kind of stuff. Absolutely. I mean, it has changed. It's changed my business. It changed the business of the people that I consult with. I mean, I can't speak more highly for the things that I do that these type of marketing efforts can do for you, for sure.
Yeah, you'll totally be able to do this faster. You'll be able to go not from 0 to 60, 0 to 100 miles an hour. It's like the difference of, as you said, somebody said driving a Ferrari to work versus driving the freaking Pinto or driving your whatever.
And to use a pretty great term from Malcolm Gladwell's, I think it's Outliers, but he talks about that 10,000 hours to become an expert in something. What this really is, guys, is it's you applying my 10,000 hours. Well, if you did the true calculation, probably like 7,500, but no, I'm kidding. But you're taking my 10,000 hours and you're applying it to your business and yourself and moving forward. Instead of starting from A, you're able to start from W, basically, if that makes any sense. And that's where the true power comes from. It doesn't necessarily it's not like some magic wand that you're going to be able to wave at your business, but what it is able to do is it's able to take what you're doing now or not doing now and augment it with someone who's been literally doing this for close to a decade. And that's where the real power is.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you are evolving and everything like that. So let's get to the next slide there on that, Chase. Let's talk about that.
Oh, that's it. That's the slide.
Oh, that's all the slide you got? Well, thank God I didn't just let you finish with that. I put another slide together here.
You did.
You kill me, Smalls. You kill me.
Do I have to give it back to you? How do I give?
I'm just going to take it over. I'm just going to take it.
Oh, look at you. You're so
presenter here. Because Chase is great, everybody. We all love Chase. But unfortunately, he does not like to talk about himself. He does not like to talk about cost of stuff. He might be the world's worst salesman.
Hey, whoa.
You're the best marketing guy. You're the best guy when it comes to talking about how to find deals. But when it comes down to actually talking about something, we've all got a need to grow on some things. That's one thing I grow up. We can all agree this is all very, really valuable because the questions I'm getting from people here the webinar, like, hey, this is great. That's awesome. Takes me from 0 to 35. Even Gene saying clap, clap, clap because A, you're helping Gene make things happen. Plus the fact, I didn't even mention this, but for Steve and Kathy Francisco, this is something I didn't even think about till now. You've been helping them with their marketing. You put a website together that they're getting a lot of feedback as far as response to and things like that. You're helping them close deals. And I love Steve and Kathy. They are great, everybody. But you said something earlier on, Chase, that people worry about being too old to get deals done or to do marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Steve and Kathy Francisco are not the youngest, but they're also not the oldest, okay? But they're doing it. They're out there learning. They went to a LinkedIn class. They're doing other things to make things happen for them. But you're also helping them out tremendously on that. Not only in their email blast, we're helping out with them both and that stuff, taking things to the next level. And I want to open this up before we mention the price because you guys are probably thinking this is a ridiculous price. But trust me, the pricing on this is not. So what I want to do now is I want to open this up for questions for people to ask myself or Chase about this. Whoops, hang on here. There we go. So they can see my screen.
Before that, I wrote down, be sure to congratulate Steve and Kathy, and then I just got caught up in all of my talking here. Huge congrats if they're listening to this or what have you. If you know them, be sure to let them know. That's fantastic. I'm very excited for them and their business and moving forward. That's so awesome.
All right. So question here is, how do we sign up? I'll give you guys a link. Don't worry about that. What are the questions you guys have? How do we sign? Both of you guys are the best. You're the man, Chase, the marketing man. Got to run. Bonatti's giving you another little sample there. That's awesome. Thanks, Bonatti. Steve and Kathy say thanks. All right, let's just get to the point. People are like, well, screw this. We know you guys are good at it. Quit tempting with us. It's going to be $599, everybody. Just want you to know that $599. Who believes it's worth that much at least? People got really quiet there. Shit. No, don't hang up. I'm joking. Somebody, I got a couple people to pay that for you, Chase. Dang, you started not charging enough. Literally, everybody, the 30-day note training helping you get your feet wet, help you build your daily habits like Chase is going to go through. He's giving the 5 days to kick off that actually start Wednesday. So Wednesday through Sunday is going to be the 5-day kickoff, all right? And everybody that's registered for the webinar will go ahead and get into a list to get the 5 days, all right? The 30 days, though, kicks off on the 10th, which is next Monday. Next Monday morning is when you'll start getting the first email for those that actually do sign up for it, okay? One of the great things is not only are you going to get an email with Chase talking about in a video, you'll also be put into a Basecamp group, which we use Basecamp a ton here. So literally I use, it's a great way for people to network. We had all 70 or 65 plus investors on the Basecamp group this weekend that were able to ask questions, respond. We're actually going to take the videos so that if you want to watch them in the email, you can, but you can throw them into, here's each example, virtual note buying for dummies workshop. So you can see people asking questions, commenting, sharing deals, sharing lists. It's a great, great thing for you guys to be able to network with each other back and forth on that. Okay? Let me pull this up here in case I'm getting some questions. Yeah, 6 bills. Jerry Briggs saying 6 bills for Chase is well worth the money. $5.99 is what you're, at least that. That's okay. Stacy will get you back. It's being recorded on this stuff here. But everybody, let me go back to the PowerPoint here. It's literally $1.99 is what we're charging for this. Okay? You get your feet wet, build your daily habits. 5-day kicks off on Wednesday. 30-day kickoff of the actual 30 videos kicks off on the 10th. You're going to have email and online base camp access to be able to ask Chase, myself, questions as you go through the thing. It's $1.99, everybody. Ridiculously cheap. If you're wanting to sign up for it and take advantage of the stuff tonight, yeah, exactly, Liz. This is it's well worth it. We offered this up actually yesterday on the virtual workshop. We've already got 27, 25 people that have signed up for it. And then tell you, at the end of a Sunday afternoon, everybody, it could be a little long, but literally everybody that was on the call, there's 33 people that were on the webinar at the very end on Sunday. 27 out of the 33 signed up for it. They spent the whole 3 days seeing some of the Chase marketing, learning from him. If that doesn't tell you something, I mean, I've never seen anybody close that good. I'm not even that good when it comes to closing. I mean, and Chase is like, well, I mean, you go through your slides, you give some information, and then you leave them hanging, and just like, well, all right. It's just that he's learning, and that's the thing. He's so good at helping people close, he doesn't need to close everybody. All right. All right, totally done. It's $1.99. Once again here, a little bit of your stuff for you, everybody. Sign up today. We can all agree on one thing, that Chase kicks ass, and that's why I put the link together for you to sign up at this link. Your $1.99 investment will take you, if you go to http://bit.ly/ChaseKicksAss, it'll allow you to get signed up. All right? It'll allow you to get signed up. Yeah, you're liking that, don't you, buddy, huh?
That is pretty dang fantastic.
Right. Now, Frank, what is the time per day? What is the time? It'll probably go to around 10 o'clock Central Time. All right? Probably 10 o'clock Central.
You retain access to all the videos after the 30 days, obviously. So there's not like a rush if there's a particular topic we cover that you want to sideline, or you're working on a previous day's goals or action items or whatever the case may be. You retain access to all 35, but 30 of those videos forever. I mean, they're yours. So it's not like there's a rush if you're trying to get through some of them or anything like that as well.
Now, Chase, we got a good question from Frank. How long is it? Is it an hour per day? What are the average video length?
Yeah. I mean, I'm good, but no, I'm kidding. No, each video is as long as it needs to be to cover the topic that I'm teaching on. One of the videos is as little. I think we've got one that's about 4 minutes and 30 seconds to cover that particular topic, and I've got one that's about 12 to 13 minutes long. I cover the material in a time that needs to be covered on it. And just as a quick note, this is one of my YouTube basic strategies. I'll give it to you for free here, but in general, web content on video, a lot of people talk about you want to have really short content, or what it comes down to is that if you're just not that interesting for that long a period of time, period, especially when you're first getting started. So you want your videos, when they're online, to be as long as the content is dictated for. So if you can cover, say, your new deal in a video that's 2 minutes long, that's great. If you can really go in depth and really pull in the viewer and it's a 10-minute video, great. The video topic is going to dictate the length, basically.
That's awesome, man. That's really, really cool. And these videos aren't too long. Yeah, it may take you a little bit longer, because I think you got one email on setting up a CRM, and I'll tell you.
Gosh, yeah. So some of those more nuts and bolts emails, like the full one that goes through a full step-by-step setting up of the CRM, that is literally a full-on screen share with me, walking you through step-by-step of setting up the CRM. The step-by-step on Canva is literally setting up an account. Here's how you do this particular type of content. Create this type of content. Here's how you share that type. I mean, some of those videos are so in depth. It's pretty ridiculous.
Now, everybody, we can all agree Chase is really, really valuable. One of the things I've seen from Chase do is Chase has a really big heart. He spends a lot of time with people, and as it's kind of, as his buddy, he's kind of like family now with us here. You see somebody doing a great job, and you want them to be able to maximize their time. So we wanted to roll this out. And as Chase is growing in notoriety, actually, you spoke at Noteworthy East. You guys are doing a great job with Note MBA. You've got some other things that are coming across your tape. Your time's going to be a little constrained. Plus, you got two beautiful little girls at home that you'll have to spend time with, and of course, Andrea, I'm sure wants to spend a little time with you as well too. Maybe not making baby number 3, but at least having spent some time, right?
Yes, depends on the day.
It depends on the day. Exactly. Depends on how your daughters have been acting while you've been working. But anyway, so what we did, literally, we sat down here in Austin here about a month and a half ago and sat down and kind of outlined what people need the most of. What were the questions, the major questions he was getting from the majority of people? Okay. Renee says that Chase has been really easy to get a hold of. Yeah. The idea of this, though, is everybody that he's not taking 20, 30, 40 phone calls going through the same items. It's literally here he's trying to pre-answer the questions to help you answer the things that you need to get done to help you be more successful in your note business. And, that's what it's all about. I mean, you don't know what you don't know, right, everybody? If you don't know about a website, you don't know about it, okay? But that doesn't mean somebody out there that knows about Canva is going to take advantage of it and help them raise more capital, get more deals done. And you may not know, all right? You may not have any clue about that, or Rescue Time, or any of the other the great websites that Chase likes to share with us. I mean, Flipboard or other things like that. I'm not going to steal any thunder, but literally, he's going to help you make a ton of money. He's going to help you with your marketing. He's going to help you on connecting the dots that most of us struggle with, okay? It's not working. bit.ly/ChaseKicksAss. Is that not working for you, Bill? Anybody else having problems with that? I'll be sending out an actual link again to everybody here that's registered so you guys know that. Don McCoy says it works fine. John says it's you having problems too? Some of you guys are working. You may not need to check oh, you know what? I left the www off of. That's probably what it is. Okay? Try the www.bit.ly Chase kicks ass. Okay? Works as is. Okay. Thanks, Don. But anyway, you have to capitalize the capitals, Mary says. Oh, okay. Can you split the cost? No, you cannot split the cost, everybody. Come on. Jesus. All right? It's $199. Trust me. If you've got a partner that wants to split the cost, great, split the cost with them. All right? But we're not going to partner you up with somebody here. And I'm not trying to gripe at you, KJ, but come on. Chase's time is worth it. You live on a budget. You
also just watch the first 5 free days.
Watch the first 5 free days and go there. Trust me, if you're living on a budget, you cannot afford not to take this training. If you want to get out of teaching, you want to get out of that JOB you're in, you've got to invest a little bit of money to make things happen. Maybe you don't get coffee for the next couple of days to make it worthwhile. Trust me, $199 for the next 30 days, I guarantee there are things you could tighten your budget on to make things happen. I guarantee the content that he gives you the first 5 days is going to make you make more than that money. Okay? Will it cover MailChimp? Frank asks here, Chase.
The CRM that I go step by step on is literally MailChimp.
That's okay, great. Somebody's asking, can you decide for the first 5 days?
Totally.
Yeah, you can decide for the first 5 days, but you know what's going to happen? You're not going to do it. Okay? You're not going to do it. You're going to wait 5 days to take action, get things done. You're just not going to sign up for it. That's like saying, well, let me think about it. Have you ever had anybody ever tell you, let me think about it? Do they ever get back to you? No, they don't. It's like saying, let me go and pray about it. Okay, great. Don't worry about it. God's already sent me to your door. That's why I'm here. Go pray about it some more. Okay? What day does it start? I'm not trying to be facetious here, everybody. I know a bargain and I know a deal when I see one. And this is something Chase has helped me. He's helped hundreds of other people get things done, not only through the Note MBA podcast, but he's helping a ton of my mastermind students. I get a lot of people that want to be part of the mastermind, and they come to it and they're like, oh, I love what Chase talked about for the first hour. When we had the San Antonio mastermind, you gave like one website in the first 10 minutes, and everybody was like, oh, that was worth coming. Okay? All right. So what day does it start? Karen's asking. It is the missing piece, Jim. You're exactly right, Jim. Jim's been through one of our makeover days, and it totally is the missing piece. As we talked about during your makeover there, you've got a bit database. You just got to know what you got to get out to them. You've got to have that native content. And is that correct, Chase, how I said that?
Yeah.
Your native content to explain what you're doing, okay? I'll email you all the separate link. I'll make sure it's working before I send that. But for some of you, it's working, others in it. But just try bit.ly/ChaseKicksAss, all right? And I guarantee it's going to work.
And the link does work. You do have to capitalize. You don't need the www. You just have to capitalize the
Chase
CK.
Kicks Ass. I'll remember that. Okay. So I'll send you a link, Frank. Get you signed up. Google Jim. It worked fine for you. Jim, it worked fine for you on Google. Any other questions, everybody? It's like
and if you have any questions, just in general that you've got for me or what have you, you can actually send me an email at chase@notemba.com.
No. Chase, you got to quit giving your email out because people are going to drive you bonkers with questions. They need to sign up.
I'm just going to add them. I'm just going to add them to my database.
No, don't worry about it. Trust me. I'm going to send you whoever signs up to your database. Trust me. Okay. Totally. We are downloading. Christine's asking. Yes, we are downloading the last 8 videos to the Basecamp for the 30-day note training stuff. You guys, you have all the emails from those, so you have that as well. But yeah, you guys all know you can download those as well individually off of Vimeo too. But anyway. Yes, you'll have a chance to download the same videos, all these 35 videos you want to. All right. Okay, good. Okay, Christina's good to go. Marlon, yeah, it's a ridiculous price. Start date again, everybody. Day 1 of the first of the 5 free days starts Wednesday. Okay. Those 5 days goes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the 30 days, the paid 30 days kicks off on Monday, a week from today. Okay? That's how it goes. And it will run. Are you doing one Monday through Friday and then taking the weekends off, Chase?
Yeah, I was. I'd actually love the feedback from people. I've got it currently set up to run for 30 straight days. But if you guys would rather, we can set it up to just run during, the Monday through to Friday. I would love to get feedback on that, actually.
I can actually answer that for you. Run it Monday through Friday because what's going to happen, and I guarantee most people that are still on the call are probably going to agree to that, they're probably going to spend Saturday and Sunday going back and helping implement what they learned Monday through Friday. Sure. So do yourself a favor because people especially take time off depending on the emails. They're probably not going to open up as much on Saturday and Sunday. So just set it up to run Monday through Friday. Take the weekends off. That'll be the easiest thing. It'll be the excuse to get some work done Monday through Friday. Okay?
Sounds good.
Say here, hang on a second. Hang on one second. I'm just reading some text here. Cool. Yeah. Kimberly's giving you a shout out here. That's perfect. Exactly. Sam, it's going to come in your email about 10 o'clock in the morning. All right, buddy? You'll also, one of the big notices too you guys will get is that when you get entered into the base camp, you'll be able to network. You'll get a notice when we upload the video to it. All right? You'll be notified, hey, when something comes up on there. All right? You'll be able to view it anytime. Okay? Perfect. All right, Don. Great. We'll get you all taken care of on that. Cool. Any other questions, everybody? You guys loving this? Trust me, I guarantee you're going to love this. You're going to absolutely love it. And then if you even implement any of the stuff that he goes through, you're going to be even more overjoyed. Okay? This is something that we should have charged a whole lot more for, but we wanted to give you something that was not too huge of an investment, but also something that was worth Chase's time to put together. All right? Jean loves this. She signed up already for you. She's looking forward, especially after this intense weekend class and getting to see some of the things, even work. She's looking for it. Thanks, Jean. I appreciate it. Jerry, we'll get you all taken care of on that. Jim, exactly. It's a no-brainer, Jim says. Okay? All right. Well, hey, Chase, is there any final thoughts you want to leave everybody with?
No, I would just say anybody else that's still on the call, just please watch the first 5 days. If nothing else, there's a really great saying by one of my favorite marketers. His name is Chris Brogan, and he says no matter what you sell, your product should always make the user the hero. And that's what I've tried to do with every single one of these videos, is to not make it about me, my knowledge, whatever that case is. It's literally about to make you the hero in your space and what you're doing in your market, and to start closing more deals. Get some commas in your bank account. That's my hope.
Commas in your bank account. Somebody asked on here, what's the expected outcome? That's a great question, Marlene. And I'm going to tell you what the expected outcome is. The expected outcome is you'll be heads and tails above where you were 30 days ago in your business. You'll be ready to close deals. You'll also be raising more capital if you start implementing the thing. So, this is totally, you watch the first 5 days. Okay, everybody, for the love of God, this drives me bonkers. People aren't listening. The first 5 videos are going to be delivered to you via email on a daily basis. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to email with those. Okay? For those that are signed up and paid for it, you'll be already into a Basecamp group. You'll be able to see those same videos and be able to communicate back and forth, sharing resources. All right? Yes, it is. If you are geeks but not social media savvy, this is so much more for you, Michelle. All right? It's totally for it because he's going to go through all that. He's going to give you the YouTube strategy. He's going to give you the 5 points, 5 biggest mistakes that most people make on LinkedIn. Okay? All right, good. Everybody there? All right, good. If there's not any other questions before we wrap it up for the evening, everybody?
I'm going to go on an evening walk with my wife and daughters. I will talk to you guys later. I look forward to you guys seeing the content and giving me some feedback.
That's perfect. Great job, Chase. Have a great evening. Give my best to the wife and the kids. And we'll wrap it up for the evening, everybody. Take care.
Thanks, everyone, for being here.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.